In terms of how do we diversify and expand the basket of goods, I think clearly we need to motivate business on both sides. So I'm glad you had a motivational speaker also. Apart from traditional exports of pharmaceuticals and organic chemicals, clearly there are possibilities in auto and spare parts, in electronic goods and components, in medical devices, of which there was a speaker, on high efficiency solar PV modules, textile apparel, white goods, leather, ceramics, but also I would emphasize food and agricultural products, because this is one area where SPS restrictions have been really going on. Frankly, I personally remember now for almost the last 9 years. Now, where India is concerned, I would like our Russian friends to appreciate that you can see there are big changes which are going on. There is a Make in India initiative which is aimed at promoting greater manufacturing capacities, and we are determined to make India a major global manufacturing hub. There will be greater production based in India, and not just for our own growth, but also because we believe that in times of global instability, that the world economy requires a more resilient and reliable set of supply chains. In fact, one of the big lessons of COVID is how do we de-risk the global economy by having many more production options. And it is clearly our strategy today to position ourselves as a major manufacturer, as a bigger trader, as a stronger service provider, and I think it should be of interest definitely to our Russian friends. I also want to specially emphasize the opportunities for joint projects in the Make in India, Make for the World format. And Russia is known for its technology strengths, and in India today is focusing on production scaling and product distribution. So even our traditional areas in fact could benefit from this, but clearly there are third country market implications here which our companies should be looking at. Let me also talk a little bit about the enabling environment. We have been having discussions for a free trade agreement between India and the Eurasian Economic Union. So the COVID interrupted those discussions, so I would very much hope that our colleagues will pick up on this. We will certainly encourage them from the Foreign Ministry side, because we do believe that they will make a real difference to our trade relationship. We also are in advanced negotiation on a new bilateral investment treaty, and we appreciate that this is perhaps necessary, certainly useful, to provide sufficient confidence to investors. Now, there has been some talk, rightly in my opinion, about the importance of connectivity initiatives, the International North-South Transport Corridor, as well as the Eastern Maritime Corridor, which is the Chennai-Vladivostok corridor. And these are being given due consideration. I think there have been a number of events in the last few years, including the blockage of the Suez Canal, which underline why it's necessary for us to have many more connectivity options. Not all obstacles are necessarily logistical, but I think everybody would agree that to the extent we can address this. And certainly the Eastern Maritime Corridor, I think, fits in with our goal, what is called Act East policy, as well as the Russian policy of having the Far East come in as an additional driver of the economy. So I think there's a synergy there which